Your initial comments, please.
Thank you. I thought Oostburg played a really great game. I'm really proud of my kids. I thought they worked their tails off. We have nothing, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of, but Oostburg was just the better team today, and they deserve all the credit, and we wish them the best of luck. We just didn't shoot the ball well enough today. They were around 50-some%, and we just didn't shoot well. And some nights the basketball guys allow them to go in, and some nights they sort of laugh at you. And they had a great joke on us today.
Coach, I guess you talked about the struggle shooting. How much did their size factor into that?
I think their size factored into it because anytime we had a chance to dribble to the gap, it was hard for us to finish because we had to try to shoot over people. Breanna could probably answer that better than me. I mean, those kind of things. But and then I thought they did a great job getting out on us on the wings and made it really tough for us to even swing the ball a little bit. So maybe that was, you got to give them credit as well.
Would you like to add something to that, Breanna?
Yeah, it was really hard to like get to the gaps and get an open shot before like two girls collapse on you, and then like they put so much pressure on you when you try to kick it. It was really hard.
And then also, you know, for you talked about you know, how your team likes to push the tempo. I think you had you had 6 fast break points today, and how much when you look at that stat, how key was that not getting those opportunities in your mind?
Well, it's as simple as this. When they don't miss, we don't have a rebound. And when they don't have a rebound, we don't get to run. I mean, it's sort of that simple. And we obviously want to go 1,000 miles an hour. And it was tough for us to go 1,000 miles an hour when you're always taking the ball out of the net. So, and then a lot of the turnovers they had were not steals where we could get down the floor. A lot of those turnovers were travels or just throwing the ball out of bounds, and they didn't have a ton of turnovers. So when you don't get a steal, you don't get to run either because the ball's being taken out of bounds, so that hurt us a little bit.
Coach, you knew about their size advantage in the front court coming in, obviously, but were you still kind of surprised, especially in that first half, how easily they were scoring inside?
No, we knew how big they were, and it's so hard for my kids. And when your tallest starter is 5, she says 5'10", she's 5'9". It's tough for us. I thought we did a decent job of trying to fight for every possession, and I thought we did a better job in the second half of my guards putting more pressure on people to not allow it inside. But you know, they're 6'1" and 6 foot. We're not. I mean, that's just as big as simple as it gets sometimes. And maybe I got to recruit some of those guys from the boys team and put a wig on a couple of them and have a chance next year. So.
Coach, just talk about the contrast in styles between these two clubs, and then your first appearance here, and they've been here 6 straight times, 10 overall. Just talk about those different factors today.
First of all, the contrast in styles. We knew how they were going to play. They knew how we were going to play. I thought she did a great job of getting them prepared. I don't know if that 6 times in a row stuff means anything. I don't think it. I don't really care about it, to be absolutely honest with you. And I think sometimes people make more of a big deal out of it than that. We were going to play Oostburg. We weren't going to play all 6 teams. If they had an all-star team of the last 6 teams, then I would have worried about it. But I don't know if that really had a factor. I mean, we played our game. We just didn't shoot the ball well today.
First of all, Rachel looked like I don't know if she got hit in the head. Can you just share a little bit about what happened with her when she went out the game?
The trainer said she got a concussion, so obviously we were not allowed to play her. So that's one of our major scoring options coming off the wing. So that definitely hurt us. And then when one of the best players in state here falls out, that's another scoring option that gets taken away. And it just got hard. And then we actually had pretty good shots the last 4 minutes, and the basketball gods were laughing.
And then also in the second half, it just seemed like first half they were getting a lot of post touches, and it seemed like just talk about your defense in the second half and how you were able to kind of neutralize that for a while. In
the second half, I thought my guards did a better job of putting more pressure on them. So when they were open, maybe their guards couldn't throw it in at that time. So I thought people like Bree and Dre and Allie and Rachel did a really good job of putting more pressure on the guards, which was more just as essential as trying to front the post and trying to get some help in the post.
Jeff, given that you've got all but 2 players coming back, as you use this game to look ahead to next year, what things will you emphasize?
Rob, we'll emphasize just getting better. We do it on our program, on our practice plan every day. It's just get better today. I mean, only thing we were ever worried about is just trying to get better. I'm really going to miss Taylor and Amy. The tears were flowing for me because I'm going to miss 2 kids, and that hurts more than the loss. I'd rather have them around. I know my juniors are hungry. What a great experience! And if this can't motivate you, maybe you're not very good. So I think this will motivate us. You know, you got to be unbelievably fortunate to get up here. The hard part's getting up here, to be honest with you. And then you got to catch a few breaks because everybody's good up here when you get up here. And obviously, Oostburg's really talented.
Breanna, what will you remember most about playing out here today, and how will you use this as motivation?
She really likes her coach. That's what she's going to answer.
Yeah. I think just like knowing when not to foul and knowing that next year, like this is what it's like and it's fun and I want to come back next year and just being smarter, I guess.
The fifth foul was one where it looked like it could have gone either way in terms of the push off, and there was one that went uncalled before that. Does that tend to be what happens when you play the kind of defense you do? You tend to get about maybe 50% of those?
Yeah.
I'd like to think we get less than 50%, but we had to press because we were losing, and we had to press because we were better off trying to get the game going 100 miles an hour. And it's one of those that could go either way. I mean, Breanna got that call in the Richland Center game, and sometimes you roll the dice, and sometimes it comes out good, and sometimes you end up paying the blackjack dealer like I do most of the time.
Any other questions? Seeing none?
I want to thank everybody that covered us this year. I want to thank all the coverage that we got. It was an unbelievable experience, and I can't say anything more about my team. I thought they were absolutely awesome, and I have a great bunch of classy kids.